Hello everyone, I'm James with Motion RC, back with another new addition to our Primus lineup of RC cars and trucks. This is the all-new MZ24 coming from Primus, and what's great about this, and you might have saw it in the title of this video, this is a DIY RTR RC car. So what does that mean? Well, that means basically what it says, DIY being do-it-yourself, and RTR being ready to run. So you have to assemble the model, but everything you need comes in the box to get it running, except you will have to supply 4 AAA batteries for your transmitter that comes out of the box. So now looking at on the table before you, I have a fully incomplete kit here to the this side of the table, and then this is your finished model here. But let's start showing you what comes out of the box. We got some close-up shots of everything. So you're gonna see here, you get your chassis, which is gonna be all plastic, all your parts there, your bumpers, you've got everything you're gonna need on top to get this assembled. You get your tire assemblies, you get your axles, you get more than enough screws, and it also comes with a precision screwdriver, which is great because for the most part, it's just a bunch of Phillips head screwdrivers. They're all the same, except for maybe 2 of them, which you're gonna put in different places. You get some bearings, and then you also get your little board. That's one of the cooler features. That has your antenna in it. That's your receiver that's gonna basically, be talking to the transmitter. And that's where you're gonna be plugging in your steering servo, your motor, your battery, and the like. You get your motor here as well, very nice and clean. You get your steering servo, and you get your LiPo, which is a 450 milliamp 1S, and you get a USB charger, which makes it very simple to charge. It doesn't take long to charge up these batteries, maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes tops, depending on how depleted it is. But that's gonna get you easily 10 minutes of drive time for any smooth surface. Then also you get an instruction manual printed, but also if you wanna check the product page, we'll show it here. We made a step-by-step time-lapse picture video that's going to show you step by step, so you can just pause that video with each step as you go forward to get this thing together. The model also comes with a transmitter, as you see, and you get the body, which is going to have all the stickers, and it's already pre-painted in a nice Motion RC blue color scheme, being that Primus is our brand. And one of the beauties of Primus is that you'll always have spare parts available at motionrc.com for any Primus vehicle, and the MZ24 is no exception. So now, as I said earlier, the best places to drive around your MZ24 are going to be on nice, smooth surfaces. So hardwood floors work great. I definitely moved my dining room table off to the side and was driving it all around my dining room on my hardwood floors. That's a great thing. Maybe a basement, if you have a basement with concrete flooring, or your garage like you're going to see here. I took it out my garage, just cleaned it up a little bit, blew out the leaves, but was whipping this thing all around. It's great there. And if you go to any local parks, maybe you have a basketball court or tennis court access, any smooth surfaces like that. I wouldn't say regular asphalt. It's a little bumpy on the road in front of my house. That's not what this is made for. This is going to be made for more indoor and smooth surface driving, but all around it's super, super cool. It does have gyro stabilization inside, which helps it drive even better than would be expected. And on the throttle itself, you could turn the gyro on and off. You have a bind button. You have the your throttle trim, your dual rate trim, and then you have your steering rates and steering trim. So you have a lot of functionality in this little transmitter. Now I already have mine plugged in, and I can just drive it a little bit, but what you'll see here is that you do have proportional steering. So I can whip it really fast if I pull the trigger super hard, or if I just go slower, you could just drive it around. So for a child or someone like that, this is a great entry-level RC option for someone smaller like that, like a child, because you get both the beauty of building something, like we have a lot of tech toys where you can build robots and build buildings, things like that. But now this is great that you can do it with an RC car, because you have somebody who learned how to build, put everything together. You and your son or daughter can have a lot of fun just sitting there for half an hour and getting this thing together. So then they can drive it and really feel like they made something, which is cool. And then what's awesome is, again, you could lower those throttle rates all the way down where the car never goes too fast to get out of, child's control. But again, it goes quick, but nothing that really anyone who has zero experience with RC cars wouldn't be able to handle after a few seconds of just pulling the trigger and turning the steering. So I just want to show you the completed car on the inside. But the way you take the body off of the chassis, you're going to see there's a rubber plate already pre-installed on the body itself. So there's going to be 2 screws that you eventually assemble. You just push down on that and they sort of slide in there, and that holds that in place. And then there's a little front tab on the front of the car that slots in. So very easy access to get on and off. Put that aside, and then this is our completed vehicle. Now you can see some up close and personal shots on it. One thing we will say, and you will see in the instruction manual, one of the bumper guards we don't install on this model, or we didn't do it. We found it performed better without it. So you can try it if you want, but we liked the driving a lot better without that thing. So that's one piece we just sort of kept off. It doesn't change the look of the model in any way, shape, or form once the body's on. But then you can see a nice place for your battery. You get that rubber ring that's going to hold the battery in place, but I used a little Velcro to keep the battery in there, because again, you can charge the battery. You never have to take the battery out. You can just plug in the USB charger and always sort of leave it in there and just plug it back in. But up top, you can see the steering servo's plugged in, the battery, the motor, everything all nice and simple. And you can see the little red light on top. That's going to turn on when you turn the car on, because there is a switch on the bottom of the model that will turn the model on and off. So right now I turned it off, pull the switch, and the model comes back on. Then you can see your steering servo working nicely. But all around, it really is simple yet awesome kind of new model, and something we're trying out for the market and see if you guys enjoy this type of thing. It's fun to build something and then watch it go, even in the RC cars, rather than taking them out. But putting this back on, I slide in those 2 screws. That holds it in there because there's like balls on top, so they won't fall out unless you sort of pull them out. You got to really pull hard on them to come out. But then you could just take the 2 tires and push down and slot it in, and it's ready to roll again. So all around, super cool model, guys, that is available right now at Motion RC at the link in the description down below. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'm happy to help you out, answer any questions that I can. And as always, guys, we thank you so much for watching our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for shopping at Motion RC, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.